Hello, what is up? How are you doing? Listen, by my metrics, I've got about 6 viewers, right? My channel right now at the time of recording has 95 subscribers, but based off of the metrics I've looked at, I have between 6 and 9 people who watch my videos on a regular to semi-regular basis. So this video is mostly for those 6 or so people. If you're one of them, then thanks for being here. If you're not, then how's it going? Welcome. What's up? This video is really because I've decided that I'm making some changes to the content and to the channel, and I just want this video to exist as a landmark sort of thing for when I was making this decision. But to get to the why, we have to go back to the beginning. I started making videos on YouTube a couple of years ago, a few years ago, a handful. It was late 2023. And when I started making these videos, I was faceless. I was talking about video games and the video game hardware, talking about the Switch and reviewing some games, doing larger commentary about lighthearted things, movies, TV shows, other YouTube creators, stuff like that, right? It was lighthearted, it was fun. But as I kept doing it, I realized that I was having less fun because of the weight of current events. That's what I really wanted to talk about. When I started this channel, what I really wanted to be was a person who made videos much like the people who I watched, but that was more conservative leaning. Everyone I watch on YouTube is a liberal, which that's definitely okay, but I disagree with them on many things. There are lots that I do agree with them on, but there's lots I disagree on. So I wanted to be somebody who you could watch and they would have opinions similar to yours, if your opinions are similar to mine, and just have a little bit more, I guess, diversity in opinion in the landscape of commentary videos. And then when I started actually making the videos, I was shying away from talking about things that are more controversial or more political. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to go all in. I'm talking about political stuff. This was almost a year ago. I decided I was going to go all in. That's just what I was going to do here. I was going to talk about politics because a lot of modern stuff had been, weighing on me a bit. And I just wanted to get it out. So I did, and it has gone well for me to the extent of what I think is well. I've got 95 subscribers right now. I've got a video that's just about to hit 6,000 views. It only needs a couple more. I'm sure it will get them eventually. I consider that a win. I've done really, really well. Right. 6 viewers, by the way. Either way, I'm happy with it. But the reason why I was able to do this in this way was kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. At my job, I would look at the news all day, every day, compulsively. There was lots of downtime and there was not lots to do. So read the news. That made it so that a lot of the stuff was kind of weighing down on me, seeing everything in the news. The news is horrible. It's always horrible. So I was constantly being exposed to it. But also, when I decided I was going to start talking about politics, it gave me an infinite stream of video ideas. For a while, I was making a video every day for a little while. I mean, I was pumping out lots of videos where it was daily, every other day, several times a week. I was pushing a video out and I was rushing through the stuff. See, the thing with this job is I didn't like it. And so I saw making YouTube videos not only as something that I could do for fun, which it absolutely is, but also something that may get me out of needing to keep going to my job. So I had this itch in the back of my mind to keep making videos, to make more, make them quicker, make them faster, make them more frequently, all that sort of stuff. After a while of making those political videos, I realized that I also wanted to make the lighthearted stuff that I had been making. You know, I got a lot of that off of my chest. A lot of that weight was gone. So I wanted to make the stuff I wanted to make again. And I started doing that. And I had a channel that I was going to use for live streaming that I repurposed into my channel that I talked about, like video games, pop culture, and stuff on. I barely posted anything to it, and a couple of months ago, I quit my job. So I don't have that itch anymore. I've got a new job now, and my new job I really like. I'm going to keep doing it even if I get lots of viewers on this channel, even if I win the lottery. I'm going to keep doing my job because I really enjoy doing it. So it's not the same now. And also, since I quit that job, I haven't been watching the news at all. So I don't have anything to say. Like, I don't know what's going on, and I don't have any opinions on it. I did download Ground News because I'm like, well, I want to keep up a little bit. You know what I mean? I want to know, like, if something's happening. So I downloaded Ground News, and I've been reading headlines, but I don't have anything to say because I'm not reading the news like what I was doing. It's been kind of weird because I am not really watching the news, like I said, so all the videos I want to make are less topical. The last two videos on this channel have been about Marvel stuff, which initially were going to be on the other channel that doesn't talk about politics, but they were just a little political. So I was like, well, I'll just put them on the political channel then. And then because they were on this channel, the scope widened. They became more political, and now they're pretty political videos, which they initially were not supposed to be. At least not to the extent that they are. They were always meant to be a little political. Also, in these videos, they're just me here at this desk talking to the camera, just like this. But I've got more room in this room. I've got like other spots where I can record where it'll change things up visually, make it more visually interesting. I've got a green screen I can utilize. And I have before, but I usually don't. Usually it's just me here. And I want to get to more of that, more of having the videos be more creative and broader and bigger and better. So all this to say that the content's just going to change a little bit. Here's how it's going to be. Not much is going to be topical because something would have to be pretty big news for me to see it, and then also for me to think about it enough to want to make a video about it. So most of it won't be topical. Anything I make that's political, even a little bit, is going to go on this channel. Even if it's just a tiny bit political, it'll go here. So that's going to consist of discussing movies, TV, or video games that are a little more political than a normal commentary video, and larger social commentaries about bigger political topics that I want to talk about. Anything that is informative or like historically interesting, if I want to talk about any broader commentary stuff, you know, lots of people talk about historical events or cults or things like that. If I decide I want to make a video like that, that's informational, that will go here, even if it's not political. My other channel, which if all goes according to plan, will be a collaborator on this video. If not, it'll be linked in the description. That's where all the non-political stuff's going to go. All the video game, pop culture commentary stuff is going to go over there. And then any like sketch ideas I have, anything more comedic, less informational, just for entertainment purposes only, most of that stuff's going to go over there. There will be a little bit of overlap, and also these channels are going to be collaborators with each other often. What that means is that videos that I post here will show up in the feed of my other channel if I have the other channel as a collaborator. And videos I post there will come up in your feed if you're subscribed here, if I make this channel a collaborator. So if you're one of my 6 or so viewers and you just like listening to me talk and you don't care what I'm talking about, you can go check out that other channel. I'll talk about video games and stuff there if you're interested in it. Also, I plan on doing live streams there. So if you want to watch any live streams, if you have political questions that you want to ask in that format, then I will be live streaming there. I'll be playing video games when I'm live streaming there, but we can talk about that sort of stuff if you'd like to. If you have any interest in either of those things, you can go subscribe to that channel. That's where you're going to find all of that stuff. And then here, it ultimately won't end up being that different. And then if you haven't seen anything that I've posted before, it's not really going to appear different at all, because I'm going to go through and take a lot of videos down that I just don't like anymore, that I rushed out, that I think were bad, that I didn't even really want to make in the first place. I'm going to take them down. So if you've been here the whole time, then it'll look a little bit different. But if you're new, it'll probably seem exactly the same. In the grand scheme of things, I really don't have any viewers. I don't need to make this video. I could just do whatever change I wanted to. I could change anything drastically and it wouldn't really make a difference because I don't really have any viewers. But I wanted to make this video anyway, just to put it here, to be able to look back at, to be able to reference, where I can have a good timestamp. This is when my mindset changed about it, because it's ultimately it's less about a content style change and more about a mindset change that I'm having. But I've got more videos coming. They might be coming out slowly. It might not be soon, you know, it could be a while, it could be a month, but it won't be that long. It'll be less than a year. You know what I mean? No, it won't be long. But I'm not rushing anything, and I'm just going to enjoy it and have fun, and I'll have more. It'll be exciting. It'll be fun, and stick around if you're interested. And thanks for watching. If you made it this far, I appreciate it, you know, watching this video. Let me know what you think. If you have any thoughts, if there's things you'd like me to talk about, you know, like I said, go subscribe to my other channel if you feel like it. That's all I got for you today. Thanks for listening to me ramble, and I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully it'll be better than this one. Hopefully it'll be better than any of the other ones I've made. So yeah, I'll see you next time.